Hello, we're back. Dak, that's goodbye, isn't it?
And hello.
Oh, is it? Oh,
was
that's
the
good.
word that said both.
We're still here. We're still in Amsterdam. We come to a different area today. It's the area of the 9 Bridges and the Jordan area, and it's lovely around here, isn't it?
It's beautiful. It used to be the merchants' area, the merchants' houses.
Like these houses behind us.
Yeah, so it's a very affluent area
And that one.
now as well, I would think.
Yeah, you're judging by the house prices in the windows. You're talking 1.5 million euros for an apartment or something like that. Although that's a car going past us now. This is a lot quieter than it is in the other part. And it was where we were was nice yesterday, but I really like this area. It's lovely, isn't it?
Yes, it's beautiful. The properties are so well kept. There's no litter. There's no graffiti.
No,
it's just
nice and quiet. And lots of the brown cafes, which are the bars. We did stop. We sat outside in the sort of freezing temperatures because you just felt that you had to in some ways. And we're going to go there very shortly because where have we just been?
We have just been to Anne Frank's house,
which is a very, very sobering experience. I mean, obviously we were in Berlin a couple of months ago. Well, actually last month, wasn't it? No, 2 months ago. It's getting right-handed. God, yeah. Just travelling is doing my brain in.
I know, poor you.
Doesn't take a lot, but there you go. And but that obviously we're seeing it from the German perspective, and obviously the wall as well. But come here and seeing it from a German exiled family in Amsterdam, and then what happened to them, and I thought it was absolutely brilliantly done. The way it was laid. Obviously you're going through the actual house, going past the bookcase, the actual bookcase which had the secret annex and the stairs and everything. They even got creaky floorboards, which I think are actually done on purpose, so that because that's the area where they had the family and the rest of the people that were in there. Was it 8 of them hidden in there, I think?
Yes, you really got a sense of how claustrophobic it was.
Yeah.
They kept the space very dark. The rooms were empty actually, but
yes, purposely left empty after Otto, Anne's father, who was the only person from the family to survive. He was found at Auschwitz, I do believe, when it was liberated by the Russians. All the other people, unfortunately, died, as we know, about Anne. But a real contrast in some ways, because it was quite affecting to both of us. I sort of felt a lump in my throat several times going round, and the little films at the end. So if you do come here, that is one thing to do. For definite. And one of we were just talking about it briefly, is that one of the reasons it worked so well because it was so well designed. Yesterday, the Van Gogh Museum is an absolute mess when it comes to design and lighting and things like that, which it sort of spoilt the enjoyment a little bit. Whereas this completely enhanced the whole experience, if you want to put it that way.
Well, it was brilliant because it's a tiny space. It's a tall, narrow building, and the bit that everyone wants to see is at the back of the tall, narrow building. But somehow they moved a lot of tourists through a very small space.
And the little audio tour.
Without losing the impact.
Yeah, and the little audio tour that you get as well. I mean, you're always tempted not to pick it up and do it. It is very, very well done as well. Little film clips and everything that are there, enhancing it as you go around. So what else have we done? We tried to find a restaurant last night, and we wandered around Harlem, and it didn't really fun. We ended up back in the place that we were before, but today we've just been wandering around. We're going to wander around again now, I think, and try and find something that we probably stay here, aren't we, for a little bit? It's lovely.
They have a light show on the bridges this time of year, so it gets dark about 5 o'clock here, so we're going to have something to eat and then find these amazing lights.
Yeah, hopefully. There was a spider yesterday we saw. I'll do a little panorama again. We come around and see somebody. We're talking about these merchants' buildings, and some of these bridges were built in the 1600s and all that. And there's a tulip museum over there. There are tulips everywhere. There are bridges and bicycles everywhere. As I said, this is the area now. And all these houseboats, actually. It's one thing. Like down here, you've got these houseboats. Wonderful places. So, and all the sort of the buildings that are bending over, as we mentioned yesterday, and you can see all of them have got the hooks on. Actually, there's one up there which we probably won't be able to show you. But so there we go. That's what we've done so far. And today, and I must say about the trains, going back and forwards on the trains. You've got the double-decker trains, which you're quite taken with.
We like those. You can see more.
Double-decker trains. You can fit twice the amount of people in for the same amount of train, if that makes sense.
It does.
So anyway, we're going to go far. I think I need a drink after that. Yes. There's a surprise. So we'll leave it there, and we'll probably speak to you again briefly tomorrow because we're coming home tomorrow, unfortunately. There you go. Anyway, goodbye for now. Bye. Jack? Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's the one.